Good afternoon. Greetings from Maine. My name is Tammy, and this is SoFly's Unique Boutique. This is a floss tube about cross-stitch, quilting, and whatever else I can get my hands onto. Crafty things that I get my hands onto. This is, I got my little book right here. This is, no, it's not that one. This is, here it is. FlossTube number 35, and it is April 11th, 2024. So, let me just jump right into it. Today I have a finish. I got a finish off my Fight to the Finish board, and I finished this yesterday, and this was part of my 2023 Advent calendar. It is the Frozen Hot Chocolate Shop by Little House Needleworks, I believe. And I did this on a 16 count white aqua snowflake, snow on aqua piece of fabric, Ada. And seeing the, you can see the snow really well down here, but the snowflakes are a little bit hard, and there's not very good light in here. And the snow on the banner. And there's there's steam coming out of or smoke coming out of the chimney. But I finished this yesterday. So that's all done. So another finish off my board. So that brings me up to 19 finishes. I'm gonna get a couple more taken off my Fight to the Finish board. I think 2 more I need to finish, and then I'm going to rewrite it and add more finishes that need to be taken care of. My goal this year is to try to get 60 finishes. If that happens, awesome. If not, well, I won't call it a fail, because at least I will have some finishes done. So that's FFOing them, completely different story. I think I know what I'm going to do with this one. I know a lot of people have put it on one piece of fabric. I did not do that because it was, like I said, it was an Advent. So I think what I'm going to do is, I have the layout that some people used to stitch it on one piece of fabric, and I'm going to take that layout and finagle it in such a way that it's a wall hanging. So it's combining cross stitch and quilting. It's not going to be up for very long. I'm not worried about washing it or anything like that. If I do wash it, it'll be hand wash only because of the material, but where this is a hand dyed fabric, can't do that. If I was just using plain, it would be different. Okay, let's jump into the whips, shall we? So, this is on my board to be finished this year. This is Elf Shelves, and I know you're saying, Tammy, isn't April Animal April? And I'm going to say, yes it is. But this jar right here is Reindeer Kisses. Reindeer is an animal. And I have a frog wizard needle minder. I have to finish this side here of the cabinet. I have to finish filling in the Reindeer Kisses. I have to finish filling in here, and I have to finish this whole jar here. And there are some snowflakes in here. And then, when I get all that done, this will be another finish. Not quite sure what I'm going to do with it yet. I don't know if I'm going to make a pillow, or if I'm just going to do a flat ornament hanging or wall hanging. Not quite sure. So, sorry my hair's a mess. Anyway, Yeah. The next thing, let's see if I can find my pen here so I can knock these off as I go. There we go. Okay. So, we got 11 shelves. That's on a 16 count white chocolate. I only stitch normally with 16 or 18. Sometimes I get brave and try the Luganas, but not for me, I don't think. Something else I did. I almost finished this one. This is done on an 18 count medium blue that I dyed myself. It's called Aim to Misbehave. I do not have a picture of it, but as you can see, I'm almost done. I just have to finish up the gun. So once I do that, that will be a gift for a friend. So that one be off my list. And then I worked on, this is my sal that I started on December 13th, 2023. It's the Patches B-Day sal. Is my dog. And this is Jardin Prave, the 12 Days of Christmas. There we go. And this does have animals. We have partridge in a pear tree, chickens, swans, geese, turtle doves. So this is what it looks like, and I worked on this for 2 days, and I got this board. Here it is. And when I stopped doing this, I had the 2 needed to be finished. I added the 3, and I'm starting on the 7 because I think I'm going down. So, and this is done on a 16 count fresco by Pictures Plus. And the white I changed to a Fancy Floss white, and it just pops right on this fabric. I've got I added more to the tree branch too, which is right here. I still have some flowers to put in and some leaves that need to go in, and do a little bit of back stitching. Then I think once I get this row here done of the little houses, I'm going to start filling them in. Plus I need to work on the tree here, so because that's part of the border. So I want to try to get this page, well, this page here is page 1, this over here is part of page 2. So once I get number 7 done, I'm going to go back to page 1 and do 6 and 5, and then start filling them in and work on the border on this side. I usually like to work left to right, especially if I start in the left hand corner. Just makes everything easier. So there is all of that. So that is, I'm going to continue to work on that this month and see how far I get. I have actually shortened my cross stitch tracker because the things that I put on there were a little unrealistic, I should say. I filled the whole thing, and I shouldn't have done that. So I changed a few things out. Here it is. I changed Boo to Good Company. I crossed off Gathering Honey because I am not doing the 24 and 24 anymore because it's just too much. Too much. I need to work on Whip Go number 21. I need to work on my Cheshire Cat from Miss Bugatti. Frozen Hot Chocolate Shop is finished. I took Joyfulness on there. I'm going to try to work on that one next month. The 3 Cheers, that's up in the air. The Aim to Misbehave I need to finish. The Cauldron I definitely need to work on. And I changed the Amok to... what did I change it to? Oh, Elve Shelves, which I've worked on for 3 days. Yep. So, yeah, I did change it out a bit, just because they were just things that I couldn't work on. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do for next month, but the 24 and 24 is out. I can't, no, it's out. I want to do starts. When I want to do starts, I don't want to have to, you know, no, I can't do it. There's a lot of things I can do, but there are a lot of things that I want to stitch. And I want to stitch things on my terms. Okay? I'm not trying to be, you know, putting anybody down for what they want to do. They can go ahead and do that all they want. Pam was brilliant. Pam from Just Keep Stitching was brilliant by coming up with this whole thing. But I don't think it's for me. I really don't. I have a stitchy bug, I guess you could call it. I'm not on speaking terms with my stitchy bug right now. Well, I am and I'm not. But yeah. I just want to, I don't want to plan everything. I've been planning way too much, and the planning is what's getting to me. Because I've been watching this and watching that and getting ideas, and all of a sudden, you know, I'm into happy planners and WhipGo boards, and I mean the WhipGo I don't mind. The WhipGo I actually like because it's only 2 projects a month. And since I have, you know, made them very clear, I have no problem. No problem. But I just want to, you know, stitch on what I need to stitch on and stitch the stuff that makes me happy. And if doing the 24 and 24 is not making me happy, I don't want to do it. I'm still going to work on the snort stack because it's part of my animal apron. But I want to keep within my theme for the month. So next month is Magical May. And I started filling out my tracker for May, and I think I didn't put as much on it, but there's more Alice because that's magical. I mean, animals talk a whole bit. There's some wizards on there. There's, you know, I just want to plus try to get a few finishes, smaller finishes done, which I think I can do. So this is what I picked up after I finished the Frozen Hot Chocolate Shop. This is a Country Cottage Needleworks, not little. Needleworks, but this is Country Cottage Needleworks, and this is part of the Snow Village series. It is the snowflake stand, and here we go. And I worked on this a little bit yesterday. Not a lot, but a little bit. And here it is. Here is my snowflake stand. And what did I work on? I got over here, I put the snowflakes in the garland. I added another snowflake here, and I added some on the sign. And I still need to do the snow here. Add the snowman here. Finish up the garland here. And I put these 4 little leaves here, and I need to add 4 more here. And then I need to do the back stitching for the sign. And this is hopefully going to be one of my next finishes. So we'll see how far I get on that. This weekend I'm going back to my Sampler Saturday, Spooky Sunday, that whole mess. Because I like that. You know, I like my Sampler Saturday. I like my Spooky Sundays. I want to do my Halloween stitching. I really do. I like doing my Halloween stitching. So, and next week I will pick a new thing out of my bowl. So. Alright, so, and that's being done on the same 16 count Snow on Aqua Ida from Fabric Flare. Where did it go? Oh, I need to put that one on here. Okay. So I don't have a picture for this next one either. Okay. But I started this on Friday. This is called Horror Movies. And I think I'm gonna may need a little bit of help on this one. This one is by Sherry, Nidiffer. I'm not gonna butcher this poor woman's name, but this has got all motifs from Jason, Friday the 13th, It, Scream, Freddy, Nightmare on Elm Street. There's a few others. But yeah. So I started this on Friday. And I worked on this a little bit this morning. This is on a 16 count Frankenstein that I got from Jen's Stitching Niche on Etsy. So I started with the upside down cross. We got the balloon from It. This I need to finish, which is the glove from Freddy. The 13. I think this is Jason's mask, and working on a black cat here. The one thing I'm wondering though, would the mask look better with the white in it? I kind of like the way it is. There we go. I kind of like it not having white, just the outline. Yeah. I'm trying to backstitch as I go as well. So there'll be some bats up here. There's a chainsaw from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. There's the Scream guy here. And then over here is Michael Myers. And then down here is somebody else. I'm not quite sure who that is yet. And I think those are all the faces, and the rest are just little tiny motifs. This shouldn't take very long if I work on it. This is, I think, is going to be my weekend stitch. Not quite sure yet. We shall see. But I love this fabric. I mean, the color of it is amazing. Stitching on it's a little It has a tendency to split because it's very soft. But I like it. Okay. And then the next couple of things I worked on, I completed one of my goals to frog out the Good Company by Plum Street Sampler. This goes with Animal April as well because you see the fox and the birds. Okay. Now, not liking these birds. I'm not doing this on a way to do 1/1. You know, I'm not doing it on the 36 count. Vintage Country Mocha. I am using a 16 count avocado by Forbidden Fiber Company. So what I did was I ordered a couple buttons from just another button company, and I think I'm going to frog this bird out that I started, and I'm going to put the buttons there, and the same with the other bird if they're small enough. There were two different sizes. I think I got the bigger size. So I'll have to wait and see what the buttons look like, and if I don't like the bigger size, I can save them for something else, and I'll get the smaller size buttons. But this is the one that I'm using for my parents. I'm going to change the 2020 to 1969 because that's the year they got married. And I'm going to leave everything else, and I'm just going to put their initials. So get it out so you can see it. And my father's favorite color was green. My mother's was brown. Weird, I know. But here it is. And the house is done. I just have to fill in the windows, fill in the quilt thing here, quilt block. And this is the bird I'm going to rip out and get rid of. I had to frog this little acorn because it wasn't right. I put the leaf in so I can work from it and work down to the end. Plus, like I said, I got to fill in the windows because there's 4 stitches per window. So, yeah. I think once I get this done, I'm going to work on some of the grass. There may be a line that goes here to go for the rest of the grass that way. I'm not quite sure. I don't know if I want to save the grass until last, but I don't know. And this is the same I used for FlossTube, same fabric. But yeah. So right here is the 2020. I'm going to change that to 1969, and then I'm going to put REG and DAG right there, because those are my parents' initials. So yeah, that's going to be that one. And then I started cross these off so I know. Okay, I'm looking at one more. And I started the Fairy Moon. Now I don't have a picture for this one either, but I'm using this. This is from Dyeing from Cross Stitch on Etsy. It's called a Blue Heather. It's variegated. It's beautiful. It stitches like a dream. It really does. So I highly recommend that you go on Dyeing for Cross Stitch. Either go on dyingforcrossstitch.com, which is her website, or go to Dyeing for Cross Stitch on Etsy. And the fabric that she has on her website is amazing. But this is hand dyed floss, and I love it. It's gorgeous. And I'm using this as a monochromatic piece. And I did this on a 16 count pearl gray that I dyed myself. I've gotten 312 stitches in it since I worked on it the other day. And here we go. Look at that. This is part of the wing, and this is the other part of the wing and part of the moon. This part of the moon goes down this way, and then once I get this part of the moon done, I'm going to go up here and go across for the rest of the moon, and then the moon comes around this way, and you have a little fairy talking to the moon. It's cute. But this wing is almost complete. So there it is. That's how far I got. Look at that variegation. Oh my god. It's beautiful. I know it looks a little funky, but that's the way I want it to look. And it just shows up so much better in person on this fabric than through the camera. It is. The lighting in this room is terrible. So there's that. And that is everything that I stitched on. As far as I know. I may be missing something. Not all entirely sure. But that is, as far as I know, all the stitching that I've done. I did buy a few small patterns on Etsy. They were not much, just a set here and there. I have bought some floss that has not shown up. I have bought a little bit of fabric that has not showed up. I got this bag from Justine's Custom Bags. She sells them exclusively on Instagram. I saw this one, I fell in love with it. I have another one that's holding the rest of my Country Cottage Frosty Forest patterns. And I found that I take when I'm finished working on something, and I've worked on it for a couple days, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a rotation for the cross stitching trackers. I mean, I like working on some of my things because I love them immensely. It's just the whole 24 and 24 is just, it's messing with me, and I don't like it because I'm not a big planner, and all of a sudden it seems like I'm planning everything out, and then I fail because I don't do the plans. And that's part of the reason I really need to get off the planning and get on with the stitching, the quilting, the whatever else. So yeah. So the planning is great, but I don't think it's for me. So what I'm going to do for next year is I'm going to get myself another planner for 2025. And I'm just going to write in what I worked on. Kind of like a book of days, but my own. I don't want a book of days. I want my own kind of thing that I make up myself. That way I'm going to still continue with the trackers because I like the idea of filling out the trackers. I'm not going to fill out the whole darn thing again. But yeah, I like trackers. And then this way, if I want a new start, I don't have to pick a day of the week. I can just write in, I started a new start, got this many stitches. And I'm going to start, as of 2025, I'm going to write down my stitches that I do every day. If I work on one project in the morning, one in the afternoon, whatever stitches I got is, I'm still going to go with the little cards. And instead of putting how many days I worked, number of stitches. And I'm going to start with 5. 1 through 5. And then that's what I've been doing lately. The first day I work on it, how many stitches I get. My goal is to get at least 500 stitches as a start. If I do that, awesome. If I don't, and I might just take the month, the whatever I have written on the tracker, and either I think I might put it on a wheel, and spin the wheel, and whatever comes up for that day, comes up for that day. And that's what I work on. And even put how many stitches I want to get on that project. Especially if it's a lot of block stitching, because that adds up real quick. But the little motifs, so yeah. Okay, stash. I did get some. Some of these I picked specifically for presents, birthday stitches for people. Like, I love this one because it's so true. It says you can edit a bad book but not a blank page. Keep going. And I have somebody in my networking group is an editor. And this would be perfect for her. Then I get a small one with the moon phases. It's just one color. I don't have a cover photo, so I'm not going to show it. Whoops. And then these are from Crafty Blue Bonnet Designs on Etsy. This is the October 31st Spooky Spool series. What do you think of that? That is just way cool. I think I know a person who really liked that. And then she made like this one as well. This is from the same company, Crafty Blue Bonnet Designs. And this is called the Candy Cane Spool. And they have a ghost and a ghost, I think. They have a Frankenstein. They have a whole bunch. And I love them. And they're very cute. And I don't really think they would take that long, because they're only 35 by 36. 35 wide by 36 high. And they take 4 colors, 5 colors. That's it. That's it. And then this I got from 4stitch.com. And I'm loving him. He is a St. Patrick's Day gnome. His little pipe and beard. I still like the ones from Cute Embroidery. And I'm going to get some more. I have a bunch of those that I need to print out. But I just saw this one and I thought this would be a nice quick stitch, and I'd have something for March if I can't get the cute embroidery ones done. This one is definitely going to go to my sister-in-law. As much as sometimes she's not my favorite person. But that is a whole different conversation. But this is, she loves labs. So this is Labrador Retriever. She had a yellow. Her name was Bella. She has a chocolate. Her name is River. And now they have a black. And it's Mr. Wick. John Wick. Keanu Reeves. Okay. My daughter left on Tuesday, this past Tuesday, to go, and she should be home sometime late tomorrow or Saturday, way early Saturday morning, like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. They went to Washington, D.C. She actually saw the monument, Washington Monument, so I am going to stitch this one up for her. I also have one that's a castle in Germany. My husband spent some time in Germany, so when he was in the army. I don't know if he ever saw this castle, but I have a couple other that are Berlin themed, which I will eventually do. And this one I love. I love the fabric on it. I don't know what the fabric is, but I absolutely adore the fabric it's on. This is Doctor Who Sampler. It's only 100 by 100. And I love it. I love it. I think I'm gonna, if the 20 and the 5 is the year, I think I'm gonna change it to 24. I don't know, it depends on when I do it. And then last week, last week I showed Dragon Love 2, which I found on Cross Stitch for Everyone. Well, I went back to Cross Stitch for Everyone, and I found Dragon Love. Look at that. Look at that face on the dragon. Look at the face on the gnome. Oh my god. I love it. I absolutely love it. Yeah. Love it. Can't wait to start it, but I need to get more finishes done first before I start it. Alright, so that's it there. Now, what did I finish for my plans and my goals for last week? Yep. Yes. The plans and goals. I finished the Frozen Hot Chocolate Shop. I am working on the snowball stand. Not finished yet. I did not work on Wicked Witch and Grumpy Toad. I did work on the elf shelves. I did not work on Spooky Halloween. I did not work on the skate and sled shop, which I have to do, and I did not work on Amok Amok Amok. But Amok Amok Amok, I'm putting on my tracker for next month because, like I said, next month is Magical March. Magical May. Magical May. I did Frog Good Company and was working on it. Did I work on the Salem Cemetery? No, I did not. But I'm going to attempt. So, already I have written down work on elf shelves and work on 12 days. This is what I'm going to do. Now, I'm also going to work on good company. And I could consider that a sampler if I want to. So I could work on that all day Saturday if I wanted to. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. But anyway. Spooky Halloween. Even if I get a couple motifs in. Throw some black in there. Because there's a lot of black to work on. I think what I'm going to do is start Good Company again on Monday as an hour every day. Just work on it for an hour. So I'm going to do 1 hour project. Since I frogged that spot out, 1 hour. I gotta work on Halloween Quaker by Lila Studios. That's 1 hour a day for 5 days. So that'll be next week because my daughter's on vacation next week. So I don't have to worry about doing anything. So that's two hours on 2 projects. Alright, I want to finish aim to misbehave. That's going to be a definite finish. Definite finish. No way of saying it, that's about it. So I'm going to start working on my Whip Go on Sunday. Saturday and Sunday. That'll be the 1 hour. Work on the Christmas ones. Elf shelves is going to be okay. 2 hours on this is AM. 2 projects. PM. So that's elf shelves and so elf shelves. One hour and Snow Village. These are both PM. Okay, so if I can get one of the Snow Village things done, working on it an hour a day, that would be awesome. And that's another way for me to get it finished once a week, hopefully. We shall see. Alright, and then I need to work on the cauldron, but I think I'm going to wait till the 29th for that, because that's the day I started it. Thought about doing a restart, but since it's a leap day, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to soldier through. Doing the best I can, because I do have an eye appointment on the 16th, so hopefully, don't think I'll be able to see any better, but we'll try. Now the Cheshire Cat. I have a thought. How about we do that Wednesday? For 2 hours on Wednesday, Wonderland stitching. So for 2 hours for the next week, on Wednesday, so tape on Thursday, upload Friday, have Saturday and Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So on Wednesday, which is the day before I record again, what I will do is I'll work on the Cheshire Cat for 2 hours. Because there's a couple other things that I want to work on next month, and they're both Alice, so I'm going to give it a shot. And then next month I'm also going to work on the other Cheshire Cat from Stitch Fiddle, which is the full coverage card, and the reason I haven't been working on it is because I'm getting to a point where it's all confetti. Like 2 stitches here, a stitch here. You know what I mean? So I might continue doing Wonderland on Wednesday. Anything Wonderland on Wednesday. We'll see. Because I have quite a few that I want to start, and I have quite a few that I want to finish. And or continue working on. And they're mostly Alice. So, that is a rough, I mean, it's kind of stuff I want to work on. I really do, because I put it on the list. But the new starts, the MCR start, which is My Chemical Romance, I'm not quite sure when I'm going to start that, but I know I want to start it. The Gathering Honey, I know I want to start that, but I think I want to start that around the same time that I start Night Walk Down. I don't know yet. I don't know when I'm going to start Night Walk Down. I have no idea. But like I said, I shortened this quite a bit. I crossed off quite a bit, and I added, like, the Fairy Moon. Yes, I want to work on that some more. I want to at least get, you know, a week of it done. The Geometric Moose. I want to get a section. You know, like, I'm working on a section now, this 168, I think. Not sure. So, I want to finish up that section. And then maybe next week, do another section. And we have to, you know, do a section at a time. The Snort Stack, I want to try to finish Pig, or Flower, or something. I'm not quite sure yet. Good Company, 1 hour day till it's done. Spooky Halloween. If I can get a couple Sundays, but where it's a sampler, I can also work on it a whole weekend. Just have a whole weekend of Halloween, which I might do again. Because I can also do that with my whip go, which I'm going to do this weekend. I'm going to work on my Halloween Baker by Lila Studios Saturday and Sunday, just for an hour. And then 3 more days after that for an hour. See how much I get done. I should at least get a motif or 2 done, depending upon the size. The Cheshire Cat. If I work on it for 2 hours on Wednesday, I should get some progress in. I will take before pictures and put them on my phone and show them on my phone, because I don't know how to insert and all that. Well, I kind of do and I kind of don't. So, the Frozen Chocolate Shop, it is finished. It is done. It was off the whip list. Joyfulness, I know I need to work on that. I just don't know when. So I crossed it off for now. 3 Cheers, which is the MCR. Don't know. May not be started until after my daughter starts going back to school. I don't know. Really don't know. I'll have to wait and see. Aim to misbehave. I aim to finish. I did have Halloween Moon and Cats and Oogie Boogie. Now those are pretty small, but they're also very stitch heavy. One has 2 colors, and I think one has 3. And they're solid, full coverage stitching. Because the Moon and Cat are from Stitch Quote, and Oogie Boogie, I can't remember which one that's from, but they're very dense, stitch heavy. And you saw how long it took me to do that Christmas frog. It took forever. And then the Cauldron will be on the 29th. I will definitely work on it on the 29th. I think I have enough. I'm going to have to go through my colors, my DMC, and see if I have the next color. If I don't, I'll make a quick trip. And then 12 Days of Christmas, I'm going to work on for a few more days. And Elf Shells. Those are going to, the Elf Shells is going to be for an hour in the afternoon. Which means I have from time I start stitching an hour, 2 hours in the morning on 2 different projects, get some quilting done in between, and then work. I got 2 of those. So, I think that's how I'm going to do it. I'm not quite sure. We'll see. So, I have kitted up a project for next month. Remember how I said next month is Magical May? Well, these I got off for Stitch.com, and they are Harry Potter themed. So we have the Hufflepuff gnome. I have more of these, but this is going to be number 1. We have the Gryffindor gnome. It's number 2. And we have the Slytherin gnome, which will be number 3. Do I have a Ravenclaw gnome? I think I do. I just didn't print him off. I think I might. And I'm going to be doing this on a 14 count V-Stitch Me ledger. And that is kind of close. But here it is. See? It's got some yellow, some green, some blue, gray. So they are all going to be done on 14 count hunter fabric. And this is a long time. I have not worked on 14 count for a long time. So we'll see how it goes. So, okay. And then I got a couple orders from the craft fair. Bowl cozies, a little ice cream one. Nothing too major. Yeah. But before the craft fair, I had an order for a wall hanging. Small one, not a big one. And she wants it done in purples. That's her favorite color is purple. So I'm like, okay, I can do that. Now, this right here is photo fabric. This I can put right in my printer, print photos out on it, and it stitches up great. Works great with other fabric. It's washable. Yeah, it's great. Awesome. Expensive. You only get maybe 5 sheets. Luckily for me, I know how to put 2 pictures on 1 sheet. So I can get a lot, you know, somebody gives me 10 pictures. 10 pictures is going to use up this whole package. With 2 pictures per. Okay. So, I would like you all to meet Hank. Look at that face. This is Hank. Hank is still with us. Hank is going to be a wall hanging for his owner. And if Hank happens to go over the Rainbow Bridge, she will still have something nice for Hank. So, I'm going to work on him hopefully next week. Yeah. Because I want to get him to her on Thursday because she's part of the meeting. So yes, we have Hank. Now I have, oh, hello. You say hi, Miss Bitches? Come here. Say hello. Oh, look at your face. Look at your face. Look this other way. Come here. Come on. Oh. Alright, come on. Good girl. Good girl. Can you say hi? Can you say hi? She had to make an appearance. Yes, she did. She's my patches goose. Yes. Aww. But yeah. So that's a lot of what I do. I make memory, you know, I can make t-shirt quilts, I can make wall hangings. I'm trying to make a pillow out of some of my daughter's old Harry Potter t-shirts, so she will have it when she wants it. I bought some ties that somebody had taken to the thrift store, and I'm going to turn those into a pillow. I've done that before. So if you have somebody that has passed on, I love the memory stuff. I want to learn how to make memory bears. You know, I really do. Those are some of my goals with my business. My business is quite slow, unfortunately. But then again, I haven't put in a lot of time into it, and I need to start getting back into the time for my business. So, hey, you playing inside? Are you playing inside? Oh, I love you. Um, so yeah. So, oh, I also wanted to thank, oh my God, I want to thank you publicly, Jane, from Running with Scissors with Jane and Julie. She mentioned me on her last FlossTube, because I had said she had been in the hospital for 11 days. She was home for a little bit, and then she went back into the hospital for another 11 days. This woman's got some issues. But for someone who spent 22 days in the hospital, can get back on the horse of stitching, so to speak, and break out into song at the drop of a hat and still have a smile on her face. Oh my God. She is amazing. Literally amazing. And she thanked me for some of the things that I said. And I was like, oh my God. I was so thrilled. Not just because she mentioned me. Well, yes, because she did mention me. And she took what I said and appreciated it. And like I said, the woman is amazing. Amazing. And I've never met this woman before. I would love to meet them both, but I've never met this woman before. And I couldn't believe that she actually mentioned it. So, thank you, thank you, thank you, Jane. I really, really appreciate what you did. I really do. And I should have said this at the beginning, but if you're new here, and I know I got some new subscribers, and I'm thrilled, welcome. I hope you like, I hope you subscribe, I hope you do all the things. Because of you, I come back every week. Because I get a few here, and a few there, and a few, you know. So obviously there must be something that you like, that I have done, that you appreciate and you like. And I appreciate you and all your greatness. Thank you so much. And to all my regulars, thank you so much for coming back every week. You have no idea how much I appreciate that. I really do. You sit here and you listen to me yammer on and on and on and on and on. But I appreciate it more than you know. And I'm giving you a big virtual hug right now. Because I'm a hugger. So I really appreciate what you do. I really appreciate what you've done. You're great. You're awesome. Thank you so much. You have no idea how much I appreciate it. You know, you really have no clue. So, and I appreciate all the people that I've been able to talk to, you know, through Instagram, through messaging, through Facebook, through it all. And what are you doing? Goof. And I have met, sort of, you know, met through chatting and whatnot, a few very lovely, lovely people. Like Claudia. I appreciate Claudia so much. I really do. Whenever I really need to chat, Claudia's there. And I'm so happy that Claudia's there. Have we met in person? No. But I love talking to Claudia. Angie, the hibernation stitcher. We've chatted. We're gonna try to hook up on the Zoom. Because I'd really love to talk to her. You know, I love her work. I love what she does. Granted, she changes things around all the time, but you know what? I don't mind. I like that. You know, I like the fact that she has a lot of she does new starts. I like the fact that she does these full coverage things because she has inspired me to do full coverage. I like the fact that it's, you know, she's probably out there in the middle of nowhere on a goat farm with her husband and her boys and her dogs and cat and whatever else she has, and she still finds a way to smile. No matter how bad things get, sometimes she may not be feeling stitching, she may not feel like talking to somebody, but when she comes back on FlossTube, or when she's ready to talk through the FlossTube, through the whole bit, she has a smile on her face. And I think that she's awesome. She's amazing. She really is. She's just absolutely amazing. So, and the thing with Jane from Running with Scissors, from Jane and Julie, awesome. And the last time they recorded, Julie was not her normal, jovial, you know, laugh out loud self. But that's okay. She's still a lovely lady in my eyes. Both of them are. Both of them are. So, anyway, I can't wait to see you all with your floss tubes again. Oh, I also finally finished binging Crafty Gaming Jamie. If you've never watched her, please take a look because her stuff is amazing, absolutely amazing. And I'm starting to binge Stitching on the Shore with Laura. I don't know how she does it. Some of the things that she stitches, even though she hasn't, because I'm in like year 2020 right now with hers, and she's still in Connecticut. Some of the things that she's doing for someone who just started stitching again not that long ago are amazing. I watched a newer one of hers, and stop it. The woman's doing full coverage like it's nothing. You know, she doesn't even stop and think about it. She just gets it up, buys the fabric, calls it good, starts it. No second guessing, no. I second guess myself all the time. You know, I'm looking at it saying, can I do this? Like the gnomes, the dragon love. I'm looking at it going, can I really do this? You know, I don't have that faith in myself to say, yes, I can. I wish I did. Can I do it? Yes, I know I can. And is it going to take me a while? Yes, it is. But I have to do it on a fabric that I'm comfortable with. So that's why I ordered a 20 count, easy count to do it on. Because it'll be, I think, 21 by 21, and that's with a border. Do I want to make it 20 by 20? Well, yeah, I do, but I can do that by cutting the border down by an inch. It's not a big deal. So, but yeah. So thank you all, ladies. Thank you to all my subscribers, new and regular. I hope you come back week after week because I really appreciate what you've done. And when I get because I made it over 100, which made my day. But I think I might have a gift for a couple lucky people when I hit 150. So yeah. So I really want to thank you so much for everything that you've done. I really, really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. So thank you so much for, putting up with my crazy. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe. Be careful. Hopefully we won't get any more snow. Hopefully. Yay! But yeah, fake spring. May is fake spring. So, but anyway, so please, be patient, be careful, and keep stitching.